I was watching today Charlie's Kirk wife hugging this guy, and everybody's talking about it. They said she's not grieving and all of that, and she's quick to move on with her life. And I'm gonna link you guys a video to be amused a little bit. But anyhow, the guy she's hugging, that's Charlie's Kirk himself. Okay? And you're gonna say, oh, but are you crazy? You know, he does not look anything like him. If you watch the TV show called Invasion, watch it. You know, guys, it's on Netflix. Watch it. When Samuel Jackson looked at his wife and he says, how did you choose this face? The face, basically his wife was a shapeshifter as well. When they came into the planet Earth, they were told by their leader, you have to blend in. And they said, you have to choose a human face in order to blend in, because you don't want humanity to freak out. If you look, because they look like reptilian, you know? And so the leader told them to, you have to blend in. You know, because until we get what we wanted and stuff, then this will be our planet. So until that happens, you have to not make a scene, and you have to just blend in. So that why when Samuel Jackson, you know, he looked at his wife, because he was married to a shapeshifter. She worked for the CIA, working for the people who are taking over the planet Earth. And they even told her in that TV show, anyhow, they told her to kill him, you know, because he knows too much. And why I'm talking about this in this TV show? Why am I talking about the invasion? I'm talking about it because of they can take any face they want, you know, because it's an illusion, you know, and they can shape shift to anything they want. So who's she's hugging on the stage? That's Charlie's Kirk. He's a shapeshifter as well. You don't think he was? He was. All of these people on top, they take different forms, different faces and whatnot. So they said he was dead, and they brought in this guy. Now she's on the stage smooching and, you know, fondling and whatever. That's him. That's him in a nutshell, because that was the form he have taken when they did this stage killing. The stage killing, it was staged, similar to Trump being shot in the ear. It was staged. So anyhow, they all take this like any, you know, it's kind of cool. In honest with you, it's kind of cool to take these different shapes, different forms, and different faces. One day you could be this, the next day would be that. You know, it's kind of cool, right? But it's kind of fake. It's not who you really are. It's like putting on a fake face, you know. But anyhow, that's what happened. And so people are saying, you know, how is she doing, moving on with her life, and so quickly after her husband just died? He did not die. He changed form. That's all he did. He became someone else. Okay. So these people, because they transform to all these different characters and stuff they play, they can be anything, you know. And they're living among us. They're more than, you know, in that TV show they said there were 1 million. I think he says 2 million, 1 million. I can't remember. Well, Samuel Jackson says, oh, Oh, do you want to tell me there's 2 million or over a million of you guys running around this earth? But anyhow, that's what's going on, you know? Charles Kirk is not who you think he is. He may be smart, you know, deceitful. It's not really being smart, you know? So it's all a game, it's all a facade, it's not real people. And people are really feeding into this. The people who are asleep still are feeding into Charles Kirk is dead and they feel bad for him. Because that's how they get you. They get you to feel bad for someone who faked death, who faked a staged death, you know? So, yeah. So anyhow, I stumbled on the 144,000. Apparently, we have the divine weapon. The divine weapon that has been put inside of you, and you need to initiate to defend, you know, to defend who you are. And the Brahma Astra and the Brahma Honda, I think they said the powerful ones, but I need to do more research. The Brahma Astra and the Brahma Honda, those are the most powerful divine weapons. Okay, who's Brahma? Brahma is Abraham. Okay, Brahma is Abraham, our father. You know, they say Abraham, he's the father of all the prophets, right? Like Isaac, Jacob, Noah, Solomon, Moses, you know, all of them. So that's why they call him the father of all the prophets. Okay? And so that was from the Indian mythology, they call him Brahma. But if they're talking, when they say Brahma, it's Abraham, you know, the house of Abraham. So apparently he has like this super powerful supersonic weapons that it's embedded within our DNA. It's basically, they said, is as powerful as 1,000 suns. As powerful as 1,000 suns. And that's what's inside of you. You just need to activate it. It's a part of your DNA, your divine light. And they said they refer to it as what do you call it? They refer to it as atomic bomb of light, you know, and basically it's able to decimate the earth and whatnot. And you know, I posted a video the other day. The Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, also they said from this story that I posted, they said he cracked the moon in half. Okay, so I believe this is, nobody told me, right? But this is my you know, thought on this. I believe the Prophet Muhammad was given the divine, you know, he had the divine power within him. It's like so many of those prophets, they carry the divine weapons and divine power for the prophet to crack the moon in half, right? And so that's what's my thought. It's not based on anything, just my assumption, you know? Because when God descend into your vessel, you empowered. How God descended into your vessel? the Holy Spirit, or they call him the Spirit of God, descend upon you, and then you become very powerful because you have the power of the God within you. You know, you understand? And so when Jesus was saying the Father and I are one, I think this is what came this idea from. Because when the Holy Spirit descended upon Jesus, that's why Jesus says the Father and I are one, because he become one with God. You understand? So he did not really, he just told you what the truth. He told you how he became one with God, right? And in the Holy Quran, they said Isa, or Jesus, we what does it say? Okay, what's basically giving him the Ruh al-Qudus, mean the Ruh al-Qudus, the Holy Spirit of God. That's what it means in Arabic. Ruh al-Qudus mean the Spirit of God. Ayyadnahi, or I think it says Ayyadnahum Ruh al-Qudus, meaning we affirmed, by, giving him Ruh al-Qudus. You understand? So anyhow, you guys need to do a little bit of research on Brahma Astra and Brahma Honda. And apparently there's divine weapons that, were created by our father Abraham. They could, very powerful. And you need to access that. It's going to help you, and also because it's part of your DNA, it will help you kind of restore order and become whole again. Because these people, after all this affliction they've done to us, so we're not the same. We're still healing. I'm being bombarded and attacked daily. So obviously, I'm not the same like I used to before I was being a target individual. Because I don't feel the same. I feel, most of the time I feel tired. I feel like I'm dragging my feet to get anywhere. But I push myself to do anything. Even when I make videos, I push myself to make a video, and I know what I'm saying sometimes it would get me more affliction, but would not stop me, because I think I am within my right to exercise what God given me. Silence is consent. Silence is consent. If you're consenting, you're silent about it. What you see happening globally is wrong. You have to speak against it. You know what I mean? Because also you'll be judged if you are silent and you do not speak your piece, and you do not contest against the illegal human experimentation, the wars in Sudan, Libya, Somalia, Venezuela, now Palestine, all those countries that have resources, they're going into war with these people, because of the resources. One day, we do not even have to dig up, we don't have to do fracking or oil fracking or gold or whatever. All the energy we need is from the sun. We don't need to do that, to harm the planet by digging and doing all these harmful things. So anyhow, the other thing I wanted to talk about, when I made a video yesterday, I mentioned them by name. That's my calling them out for what they are, what they've done to me. Why am I calling this guy in the building and lady in admin? Because I want her to know I know. So that's not going to change anything, but at least I spoke about it.